Okay, we are good. Let me start recording. Please, at interval, do check your comment section. I'll drop the attendance there. Please ensure that you fill your attendance form before you leave here. I'm begging, please. All right. Hi, Masarina. We're ready to have you now. Thank you.
Okay, hi, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone had a great
Good evening,
week.
ma'am.
Okay. So I'll just go straight into the questions that I have here. So I have just one question, right, which I would answer, and then I would ask everyone else if they have any other question. So the question here is it advisable to zoom out the audio film? That is the wave thing for clear visibility so as to annotate properly. Okay, this is the only question I have here. So I'll just be sharing my screen and okay. So I think everyone can see my screen. Okay, great. So the person probably means this is how you basically on your can everyone see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, great. So you can either use this button to zoom in and out, or you can use your mouse to do that as well, to zoom in. But so yes, it's actually advisable to do so. To zoom in, not really to if you are zooming out, that means you want to see like a clearer picture of the whole waveform. But zooming in helps you, look at those lines better. So once you start the audio.
From a Northeastern Ohioaner to being a member of the Jacksonville area community. Why the move?
Great. So
Well, my wife's job.
Did everyone hear the audio?
Yes,
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 yes.
ma'am.
Okay, so you can zoom in to really, look at those really tiny those precise marks, right? So you can precisely draw the box basically. But then when you would zoom out, is just to maybe scan the whole audio and then to identify the different sections to annotate basically. So I think that should answer your question. And that's the only question I have on the form. So I'll be opening the floor to questions here. So you can either raise your hand or drop it on the chat box if you have any question. Okay. Wow. Okay. I don't think does anyone have any question? Or did we all understand the audio annotation properly? I mean, that means that's just quite easy then. It's quite not easy. I would say we understood it properly.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, please. Like that question, the one you just answered was the one that asked that question. But it's just that I was like suggesting, like, okay, like what they gave us to do is the one I was expecting something like a new audio so that we can just annotate that one. It's just like a way of practicing, just like the way you did for a video annotation. I thought that maybe we can just get another audio so that we can perfect this annotation. Please.
Okay. Different audio. Well, you can actually use any audio. You can even record yourself with someone right? And then, I mean, it takes any kind of file. So you can record yourself with someone, or you can record it. You can even use a song. You can download a song, upload it on the file. Still the same process, really. Then you can say, okay, I want to, let's say the song has like maybe two or three singers, and you say, okay, you want to annotate it based on who is singing at that particular time. So you can still do that on your own by downloading those audios by yourself. But we don't have to. Does that answer your question? Okay. Can I ask a question on video annotation? Yeah, sure. Since we don't have any questions on audio, you can ask a question.
Okay, thank you very much. Please can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so on video annotation, like there was, okay, there was a question I was trying to, because that Saturday my network was very crappy and I was not even around. So basically, I wanted to, then I wasn't with my system. So I want to just ask, there was a part that, was it on 48 or 53? Either I wanted to ask like two questions, but it's like this one I want to ask is on 53 or something. The limb of the footballer was extending so long, like it was extending, like it will make the box a very loose one. So I was like, at what point can you cut that kind of annotation? Because it's still part of the limb. Do you understand? And there was also one on 90, is it 95? Like three people were joined together. So it was very confusing. And I've seen an annotation like that before. So like it's very, very blurry. So that's why I really want to get the concept of this blurry, when you're annotating um a blurry, maybe a video annotation or something. I want to really get the concept. That's why I'm really asking all these questions. And I want to know the difference between motion blur and when it's a noise. Like, because there are just some parts that, okay, you need to annotate. Maybe it's part of the limb or part of the leg or something, but you're not really sure. If assumption, is it, can you, because when you zoom, if you zoom in, you would see it, but when you, it's just kind of, and I've seen, because I saw an example, that's why I'm really keen about like learning so much about that blurry annotation. That's why I just said, let me just ask this question again so that I can be clear on it. Thank you.
Okay. So, um, just like I said last week, when I explained the motion blur and then noise, is it depends on how it looks. Basically, there's no one fixed answer, I'd say. So it depends on how the blur looks on the object. So let's say, I said, if the whole object is blurry, so you cannot really tell any, you cannot really see any solid color, and the whole thing is just very blurry because of that particular frame was probably like towards the end of a motion or something like that. So that end would be very blurry. You'd have to just annotate the whole thing. But at the same time, for let's say the blur is not so much, and you can definitely see the difference between the solid color and the blur. You annotate only the solid parts. So now for that solid color itself, it depends on like when you zoom out. Because so another thing I do is, okay, let's say I annotate the blur, for example, and then when I zoom out, I see that it looks like the bounding box is not fitted, right? You can see that the solid color is like is on its own, and you see that the bounding box is not fitted to the object. But when you zoom in, you can see that what you annotated was actually the blur. Then you can actually adjust it to where the solid color stops. But let's say you annotate the blur, and when you zoom out, everything looks fine. The bounding box looks fitted. Then you can say, okay, that's fine. But when you zoom out and you see that it doesn't, the bounding box looks like bounding box doesn't look fitted to that object, then you should probably, adjust the bounding box because the blur doesn't might not actually be how do I put it? You shouldn't basically shouldn't adjust annotate that blur because it would disrupt how you see the bounding box on that object. Because then you can see because once you zoom out you can see the spaces and you can see that, oh, this thing doesn't really look fitted because you can see a solid color. So my advice would just be don't annotate blurs. And then let's say in a real life situation where you have this kind of problem, so best you'd ask the person you're working for, now that's the client, okay, should I annotate the blur, especially if you're working with a data set that has like a lot of blurriness. Basically, would you say, oh, should I annotate this or should I leave it out? So that means you are clear on whether or not you should annotate it or not. So you can't might say, oh, okay, you can include the blur, it doesn't matter, then you should add it, right? But if client says, oh no, we need only the solid parts or the solid colors, then you should leave out the blur.
Okay. Thank you very much. But what if the blur is part of the link and you know, okay, this is part of the link? So in that situation, what will you do?
I feel you're looking for like a one particular definite answer. You want me to say, oh, in all cases you have to annotate the blur, or in all cases you're not supposed to annotate the
because
blur.
because it's part of the body. It's part of the body. But you can see
That's what I
clearly
said.
you
It
can see
depends. It's relative to the to how it looks on the object. I cannot
Yes.
tell you, oh,
Okay.
in all cases you should annotate a blur. I cannot tell you that, right? So it depends on what exactly it is, how it looks.
Okay.
And like I said, when you zoom out, how
Okay.
does it look when you zoom
It's
out? Do you
subjective,
think
actually.
yeah, it's subjective
I
precisely.
said
Yeah.
subjective, actually.
Yeah.
Then also the copy and the paste, that technique, it didn't
Yeah.
work. Oh, I tried it, it didn't work. It didn't work. It was giving me another ID. And I didn't want to merge because I'd already annotated the previous one to 100. So, merging is another problem on its own. So I didn't want to merge. So that copy and paste for, most of the time, CVAT is forward, is not
Yeah.
backward. So when you're doing the backward, is a problem. In fact, I tried everything. I read, it didn't work. Nothing worked. So that's why I'm like, okay, isn't that in CVAT? Once you miss an annotation and maybe you've already done, like especially in tracking, and you've done a whole lot, you can't go back because there should be a way. That copy and paste did
Okay.
not work. It gave me another
So
ID.
what what exactly did not work with the copy and paste? Because I'm not to understand. Is it like, okay, let's say you on frame 58 and you missed an object on frame 50. So you copied it from frame 58 and you pasted it on frame 50 and it did not paste or it did not work.
Exactly. It gave me another ID. It was giving me
Oh,
another
okay.
ID. Do you understand, ma'am? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
giving me another ID. So, in fact, I tried, I retried. It was just giving me another idea. I just left it like that because I'd even previously I tried to merge. It wasn't really working. So that's why I want to just know how CVAT work. Is it that once you miss it, that's all? It will give you another ID. You can't really track that same ID. So because it's a forward thing, so the backward, I tried extending too, but it didn't work.
Mhm.
That extension did not work too. I almost tried
Yeah, I
pinning,
think
it
because
didn't work.
when you're tracking, well, when you're tracking something, it's usually you start from the point where you see it and then you go forward.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
trying to
Forward.
track something like backwards, I'm not really sure, but I know that we tried it here. We worked on it here, and then although what we did was forward tracking. So when, let's say, you missed,
Yes, that's
um,
forward. Yeah.
yeah, that one worked. So I don't know about backwards, right? I
It
mean, you might be able to paste it, but it might not be the same ID. So
it it didn't give me the same ID.
okay.
It wasn't. So that's when I knew that okay, this thing is forward. Once you miss it, that's the end.
Mm,
You can't you can't backward track the same ID. It will give you a
yeah,
different ID. So that's what I just wanted to,
clarify. Yeah, but
verify.
so
Maybe
it's just
there's
that it's
another
very
way to
important
it.
that you're very keen on what, because sometimes some mistakes can be might have to start all over again. That is some very specific
Wow.
mistakes, so it's not. Yeah, so when you're doing an annotation, you have to be very careful. Except you are sure that, oh, if you make this kind of mistake, you can easily rectify it. But if it's something that you're not sure on how to rectify, it's important that you are always very careful when, like, you're doing certain things on these platforms, right? Okay,
Okay, thank you
let's
very much. Thank you so much.
click on it. Okay. Okay, does
Please,
anyone?
a, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, still on the video annotation, like the last assignment they gave to us. For
Mm-hmm.
a case where a client gave you a job to do and you're trying to meet up, in this case we are asked to annotate 100 frame in the assignment, but maybe real life you are giving 1,000 frame where we need to do it like it's a football and the thing is very very fast where you need to take it step by step. How do we meet up because of the time frame? Maybe for instance, you are giving 1,000 frame to annotate.
Okay. Um, try to think about it very, because some things cannot necessarily be sped up. I think I answered this question, last week when someone asked it. And I said, oh, if it is a slow paced video, that means that there is like a lot of movement, with cameras, then you can easily track and you don't have to edit it a lot, or adjust the bounding boxes. But if it's something like football, something that is fast paced, there's really nothing you can do to hasten that process. Because even while you are tracking, you still have to annotate, you still have to adjust the bounding boxes individually. So trying to hasten that process, you might skip, an object, you might skip, edits and all that. So it's best that you take your time while doing it. And I think the clients will understand that this is something that will require a lot of precision. So we'll obviously give you a very reasonable deadline. And you can also communicate that, oh, this is your own pace. And the thing about working on a project is, at first when you start, you might be a bit slow because you're just like, you're getting used to the tool, you're getting into like the whole workflow. But as you go along and as you work on more data sets, you might understand how you might create your own shortcuts for depending on the project, right? So as you keep on working, you create your own shortcuts. You already know how the videos, how they go, how they play, how the players move and all that, or how the objects move basically. So you already have this kind of like already come up with your own strategy on how to work faster. That's depends on each project, right? So it's about you just understanding the workflow better, and then using your own judgment to create a pattern that works best for you. And like I said before, there's certain tools that might be provided by the clients themselves that uses AI. So where AI already kind of edits the bounding boxes for you, and then your job is just to verify that it has been done correctly. So in that case, that's the only case where you don't have to do a lot of work with editing. But let's say the client doesn't have AI to automatically edit it, then you have to do those things manually and check it one by one, especially if it's a fast-paced video. That is basically what I can say. Okay. Does anyone have any other question? Okay. If there are no more questions, I would have to hand it over to Deborah. Yeah.
Okay. That was really, really quick. Thank you so much, Serena.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. Hello, everybody. I don't know. I think audio annotation was so easy peasy. For video, we had series of in fact, during the intro self, the question, you guys never allow me to open door before you start bombarding me. But I think is it that you guys find audio annotation quite easier? I need you to unmute your mic. We still have a couple of minutes here. Is that the case right now?
Okay, please, I just want to say something regards to what you just asked now.
Okay.
The last time when our facilitator was telling us, she said that audio annotation is not as easy as compared
Okay.
to video and the rest.
Yes.
I would say that the reason why we find it very easy in this case is because the audio is not even up to maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes,
Oh,
or
I
something
see.
like that. So it's a very short one because
Okay.
it's a very, very short one. So that is why I was asking Serena if there's a way they can provide something bigger so that we can practice. Because I know that the more we practice, the more we get this thing clearer and clearer. So it's not that it's not a difficult one, but the length, this thing is just short, but is interesting anyway.
All right. Thank you so much for that feedback. And probably because your annotator have told you, your tutor have told you ahead of time that it's more complex, it actually did open your mind to expect. There are times where if you are expecting something to be really, really difficult, it kind of does something to our brain. So you don't just you get. So I guess that could actually be the case. Matemito, you're omitting your mic the other time. So how about you? Do you find audio annotation quite easier compared to video and text? Sorry, and image.
Um, Actually, what Miss Dinah said, okay, it was quite short. I was even like, wait, let me go and check. Is there another audio? I think this is our assignment. I was actually, this is our assignment because I was just stunned that it was really short. So,
Okay,
in fact, when I did submit in time because I wasn't sure that this can't be our assignment. So, like, when they now say, okay, I said, okay, it was really quite short actually. So, but
okay,
maybe when we try another one, because as the speaker was like emphasizing that it's quite, and why it's actually quite more technical is that you have to bring in your thought sense to actually really listen, which
yeah,
is the
true.
truth. So maybe if there's a longer video, we'll be saying another thing. We'll be bombarding ourselves with questions. But
I
since it's
understand.
quite short, then also maybe if there is an example about the maybe speech to text and the transcription, especially that transcription. I don't know whether we'll do that, but that one, that's when we'll have like a serious bombarding of questions. You understand? So
Yeah, I
anyway,
understand.
sure. It was very nice. It was quite interesting.
All
Thank
right,
you.
all right. Thank you so much for that review. Does anybody have something else different from what Mr. Namdi and Mate Mitokwe just said? Okay, I personally feel like for these tests, for all of your assignments, we're giving you short assignment, even though it will look like the image annotation. Hi, Amina. Welcome.
Hi,
How are you?
thank you.
Good to see your beautiful face. All right. Do you have a review on the audio annotation assignment we just completed? Have you submitted the assignment, first of all?
No,
Why?
because I try to do it and I don't know how to do it. That is why.
You don't have the what?
I tried doing it, but I don't know how to do it. That is why.
Okay. I'm trying to guess what you're saying that you tried doing it, but you're not able to do it. I think you can go over your videos again. The video annotation training, sorry, the audio annotation training over and over again. Sometimes a lot of these things
Oh,
don't just come easy. You have to pay attention, watch it over and over again. And if you have issues, just drop it to the group chat. I remember somebody reaching out to
oh,
me and saying that the software is not working for them. If you have any emergency, don't DM me because I don't work all day, number one. Number two, Discord can be very weird. Like when I mean weird, extremely weird. I might not even get your message. But if you drop it on the group, I will see it. Serena will see it. You guys have amazing classmates right now because if there are times where somebody just drops something before I will even say let me respond, another person have given them the correct answer. So I will not be the only, you will not be at my mercy in the sense that if I don't respond, you will not get help. So instead, just drop it on the group. Somebody will attend to you. I love the fact that you guys have this teamwork spirit. It will really be needed during your Lebeathon challenge. So please um watch the video over and over again and let me know how it's going for you.
okay,
Meanwhile,
ma.
those of you that have not submitted your image annotation and your video annotation, Ejo, please submit it. I'm saying it because if you don't submit it early, number one, it will not be marked. And if your annotation, any of your courses, you did not turn it in, you will not be certified. So tell me, what's the point of you doing a course and you don't have a certificate? You do not have a certificate to prove that you did it. It's not worth it now. And if you do not do it, we will not allow you, we will not give you that certificate BHI, because BHI, we are always proud of our product. So if you want to be our product or you want us to be proud of you, you need to do all of your courses and have at least 70% um mark in all of the courses before we can certify you, because data annotation is very very complex and delicate. So we don't give certificate to somebody and they submit their resume and they just do nonsense work and they be like, I thought you said you did data annotation training with BHI. That would be a dent on the company's reputation and image. So please submit your assignment. If you're having an issue, I'm saying it again, drop it on the group. Don't send me a DM. I will not attend to it fast enough. And somebody might be having, I might even be trying to tell you that it's working. Meanwhile, somebody is having that same issue. When one or two persons, three persons are saying the same thing, I then will know, oh, okay, I think it could actually be from my end or from the server, right? So please submit your assignment. Submit your assignment and what else? What else? What else? What just submit your assignment. Then I think earlier today somebody said they for the test annotation assignment, what was showing was the video annotation assignment. Please, is it like that for others? Because on my end, test annotation assignment is still test annotation assignment. So I want somebody to help me confirm that. If you've not checked it, please just, it will not take a lot. Just help me go to your Google Classroom right now. Go and click on the test
I
annotation assignments. Click on the YouTube video and see if it will take you to YouTube video annotation or text annotation, please. I need to confirm that so that
You
I
know,
can call this evening.
Deborah, excuse me, Deborah.
Hi, sir.
Can you hear me, Deborah?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly well.
Yeah, I was the one that asked that question because I have to check that in 2 or 3 times. The
Okay.
video I'm seeing there is not video annotation, it's audio annotation, the one of last week.
Okay.
Both the practical and the training section is still the same audio annotation, the video.
Are you clicking on the audio annotation or the text annotation? The
There is no
classroom.
text annotation on it, ma.
There
What I saw
is.
was
Sorry, I'm actually seeing test annotation here from my end.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. It could be network or something, but there is, and it's open to all the students. So if they are seeing it, you should see it on your end as well. So I
what
would advise you
Yes,
probably look
Madam
out.
Debbie, this is the issue. I guess this is the issue. From the Google class, you arrange it well. The text annotation is the text annotation. But for the one you sent to us to our the
the
one you sent to email, that is where the problem comes from. The text
Okay,
annotation is audio that is playing on the email,
okay.
the one you sent to our direct email.
I did not send anything to your direct email because we are having issues with YouTube.
You sent to
You
our
sent
direct
you
email.
sent that's what
That
I was
that
checking.
is the last week. That is the same audio annotation of last week.
No, you wrote text annotation on it, but
Okay,
it's audio that is playing.
from your
Yes.
email.
Yes, yes, exactly. From the email.
Okay, I don't know what is happening, but I did not send mails out this time because we're having a glitch with YouTube. So because of that, I'm not able to add your mails. If you observe from the beginning of this training, the image and video annotation, I don't post the videos the way I'm posting it right now, right? So I did not even send mails out.
But we received mails from you for text annotation. It's in my email.
Is it from Classroom, Google Classroom, or from
No, I
YouTube?
got it. I've not checked Google
No,
Classroom,
not
but
that
there is
video.
a new message from you in my email for text
Okay,
annotation.
what's the can you read the headline for me?
Okay, let me check my email again.
Yes, please. I really appreciate that. And if somebody can, if it's even possible for anyone to share their screen, let's see. Because I could not even send mails out. I didn't send mails out.
Ah,
So the only
text
notification I'm expecting
annotation.
you to get.
Hello, everyone. Below are the materials for this week's test annotation assignments. The
In
message
your
came in
mail.
yesterday. Yes, my mail yesterday.
Okay,
Okay,
hello.
click on
Let
that.
me just sorry. Let me just
I
clarify. You know, whenever you post something on Google Classroom, it always send email to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But the issue now is that okay, I think what must have happened was that probably after that thing sent out, I edited it and I corrected that audio. Um, I edited it and added the right links. So I don't know why it's still showing on your end as video annotation instead of the text annotation that it is. But if you are here and you're having that issues, please go straight to Google Classroom. I apologize for the inconvenience, but go straight to your Google Classroom. You would see that what is there is text annotation, and the materials attached are actually your test annotation training and practical section. Please ensure that what you're watching is test annotation and the practical section. Thank you. Is there any other issues? Okay, I take turn. Please let's ensure to submit our assignment. I'll keep saying that. Submit your assignment, submit your assignment, submit your assignment. If you have a question, drop it on the group. I think that will be, let me see. If you've not used the attendance form, I hope everybody have think we have about 20 persons here right now. I hope everybody have filled their attendance form. And one
I've
more
not
thing,
filled though.
okay, I will drop it on the group now.
I
I
didn't
will
see the
drop
link.
it, not groups, please. I will drop it on the chat. I'm not dropping it on the group. I will drop it now. Kindly just go to the chat box and what I was going to say was I think it's, can somebody help me copy that, this is the attendance form, fill it. Can somebody help me copy it and paste it on the chat box? I'm trying to do it on my end, it's not working. Please, anyone? Is somebody helping me with that? Please. Thank you. Thank you, Temitope. If you've not filled the attendance, Temitope have just posted it now. Please fill it. And for those of you that you've not submitted any of your assignment and it's past the due submission date, you will not be able to submit. So what you do is send me a DM. This is not a reason for you to not do your assignment on time, because you know that, can we start getting jobs link from BHR on immediate? Mr. Gbenga, thank you for asking this question. When you registered for this training, did you at a point mention that you get job link from BHI? I just wanted to be clear on that. Okay, good. So I don't know where your question is coming from. For you, if it's coming from curiosity, I don't know. Just stay on the server. That's what I have to say. Stay on the server. But I cannot tell you a yes or a no if you can get job from BHI, especially as we never promised that. We promised you a training, we promised you a community. We did not promise you that you get jobs from BHI. But meanwhile, yesterday I dropped an opportunity. I don't know how many of you saw it. I dropped an opportunity on the job, is it job center now on the server? Did anyone here see it? Outside your class, hope you know what is going on the BHI server. Nobody is even talking. Okay, please, outside your class, there is a lot of BHI outside of your class. So yesterday I posted an opportunity on the job board. There is a channel on the BHI server. You can look for it. It's called the job board. If you go there now, you see it. I posted an opportunity. If you feel it's something you can do, we will not hold you, but we are not promising you. Okay, you saw it before. Oh, all right. Okay, no problem. So if you see us post anything like that, you can actually apply. You can apply. Before he asked the question, I was going to say, if you've not submitted your image annotation or your video annotation assignment, please let me know when you are submitting, because you'll not be able to submit. But this should not be a reason why you will intentionally delay your assignment, because we have a given time to finish marking. Is if we are done marking, that's when you are now dropping your assignments. Trust me, you will not get certification when others are getting certification. And if you don't get certification, you will not be able to partake in the labor-a-thon. The labor-a-thon is the challenge at the end of this training, and winners will be going home with cash prize. So your ticket to the labor-a-thon is not that you register, it's that you completed, and we've vetted all of your work, so that as you are getting, if you win, as you are getting your cash prize, you are getting your certificates as well. Are we good? I hope this is clear, and this should be able to motivate us to ensure that we finish our assignment um on due date. Are we good? Please, somebody just unmute your mic and tell me yes or no.
Yeah, we are good. Please,
Yes,
I
yes,
just want
yes,
to
we're
confirm
good.
something.
Okay, I'm
Deborah, please,
listening.
can I confirm something?
Yes, yes, please do. I'm
It is
listening.
with respect to what is with respect to what Mr. Benga, the question he asked, if BHI
Okay.
can assist us, in getting a job. Because if you check most of this job, they will tell you the experience. You must have something like 1 year, 2 years experience. And many of us
Okay.
we are doing this thing for the first time. We are just thinking if BHI can assist us based on we have not really gotten this up to this 1 year or 2 years experience, so that in case opportunity like this should come, we
Okay.
should be able to like do something. Yeah.
Okay. I get you. So in BHI, we have projects that comes directly through BHI. If you're in the server long enough, or even in the WhatsApp, for those that register quite early, they will know what I'm talking about. There was a time I posted, we need so and so annotators. If you are ready to do this job, send me a DM. And some person sent a DM. So we picked the people we are working with. So in BHI, we have direct job posting that is coming from BHI, right? That is different from the job board. So if like there's a project today coming directly from BHI, you see me on the general group posting, hello, we need an audio annotators, we need about 20 audio annotators to jump on a project. If you're interested, send me a DM. You are from our server. So because you are from our server, we trained you. We will not be waiting for you to have a 1 year experience. Do you understand? So your 1 year, 2 years experience is not really needed if you are working with BHI, right? But if you are not working with BHI, you have to be sure that you meet the requirement of the company that is offering that. But for now, keep an eye on our channel. Anytime we have a project, just jump on it, and you do it. Before you know it, will be 1 year. You already have your 1 year experience, and that 1 year you were not just idle, you were
Sorry,
making money as well. So that's what I would advise.
sorry. This job board you're talking about, is it on the website? Like,
No, it's on the server.
so I don't understand the server that you're talking about actually. That makes
Okay. If you check the BHI data, the BHI server, there is your class. Your class is only restricted to people that paid for this training, because we even have other cohorts actually. Then we have the general group. The general group, everybody have access to there. Then we have the announcement group. Then we have this job board. So you could, if you are with your phone now, you could go to Discord. Outside of your class, there are other channels. Some of them are private, some of them are public. The private ones, you cannot access them, like I said, but at least the public ones, you can access them. So just go there, you see job board is on the server. Just click on it. You see the opportunities that have been posted before now, but the one that is very valid right now is the one I posted, I think yesterday. Yes, should be yesterday. So you can actually apply for it. If you're with your phone, you can actually try it and see if it's showing on your end. And please, did anybody see the announcement I posted on job board? Or if you're with your phone right now, go to Discord. Are you seeing job board on the BHI server?
Yes, I'm saying it. I just don't know.
All right, thank you. And please note, job board is used for external job offers, whether they are contracts, they are gigs, and all of that. It's external. Our in-house project, that is BHI, that is in charge of this project, you usually see them on announcements, you see them on the general channel, even sometimes on WhatsApp. I think Temitope, you joined this training quite early, right? Were you here when we did one iPhone video caption project and I asked people to send a
No,
DM?
see, the thing was that I joined, but I didn't fill the form.
Oh,
I
okay, I
paid
see.
fees, but I didn't fill the form, so I was not on Discord.
Oh, I see.
I didn't
I see.
even know, so I was trying to figure it out
Oh,
before I
okay.
now got the number and chatted. So I
Oh,
wasn't added yet. That's what happened.
oh, okay. If you were added at that time, you would have been aware of this opportunity. I said it was just a few months back. So opportunities like that, I'm emphasizing this because I don't want you to see an opportunity on the general channel and you don't apply because you feel like it's not from the job board. Job board is for external, and anything you are applying from the job board, just know that we are not controlling if you get the offer. We are not controlling how much you get paid. It's strictly with you and the company that posted it. But if you need guidance, let's say for example now you get a project and you don't know how to do this project, you can actually come to us. I have a project. I don't know how to do this project. Can you guys guide me? What should I do? How should I respond to this person? This is what this person is offering me. Does it work? Those are some of the things that your being in BHI offers you. So we are not restricting you that if it's not us, you cannot come to us. You can even get a project and you know that you cannot handle it alone. You don't have the experience, but you got it. We have people that have been working with BHI for years now. We will just pay you with somebody and you make your money. You decide your payment from the persons you got the job from. So all of these are the things we are offering you as not just an alumni of BHI, but a team member here. So please, I hope this is very clear and we understand all of this explanation. Are we good? All right, thank you. So I think if there is no other thing, um, that will be all for today. Thank you everybody for joining. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to hosting you all next week Saturday. Bye everybody.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks.
All right, bye Temitope.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nabdi. Bye, sir.